Mom was out picking berries again, so I have a bunch to go through. And I'm bored home, so here we are. Oh, my voice sounds lovely today. I was hoping I'd be able to get back to recording, but nope. That is not going to be a possibility today. Maybe if yesterday I checked on a subreddit where I get a lot of my scripts from. And I found some scripts with a thick voice actor, so I might record one of those. Because I feel like I'm really falling behind, especially for I need to be working on October's videos by now. To make sure I have the time to edit all of the Talktober things. Looks like some people are coming in. Hi there, Rudy. How are you doing? I hope you're doing all right. I'm alive. I haven't gotten much sleep, and I'm bored at home. And I would love to be recording right about now because I'm home alone, but I can't. Thank you, Forrest. So I'm a little bit better about the situation right now. One day I do take off. Yeah, I know. I just like to keep ahead of things. Yeah, same. I really had to puzzle how to fix with my classes. Because I'm sick, I can't be dancing today, so I had to ask one of the other teachers to jump in for today. So I've had to reorder a lot of things and everything, and I need to text the parents today as well and inform them. Don't worry about that, Rudy. I've also been uploading things at strange times, yesterday wasn't really my normal uploading time, but it was when I was free. I am rinsing lingonberries because I am going to make some more jam. I have a bunch in the freezer, but most been out in the forest again. So next weekend I'm going to make some jam. And I'm at my dad's place because we're doggy sitting. These go a lot slower since a bunch of them have stems on them. Sure, but you have to come and pick them up first. It's really good. And now it's like the highlight of berry season here. And mom's constantly out in the forest. She loves being out walking in the forest. So she gets to pick a bunch of berries for me and a bunch of mushrooms for all of our old customers. Don't worry about it. We're all a bunch of non-English speaking English speaker, just trying to get by. Thank you. Lingonberry jam, you can use for a bunch of stuff. Like we use it with oven baked pancakes. We use it with meatballs whenever I make those. Both in like the making and adding it as a side, because you add the lingonberry jam to the meatballs themselves. It gives them a really nice taste. Ah. Oh yeah, I can imagine. Personally, though, I find the jam a bit too sweet to have with bread. It's been really fun because all of last week I was working in school with older students, of course. I was working with most of the week. I was working with kids from like how old are they? 10 to 11. So that's been really nice. But still, you have like the same thing as with smaller children, that they don't quite know certain words yet. So you have to explain them to them and trying to find different explanations for different words. That's kind of difficult. You have to be creative. Like if you, Rudy, I have very bad humor. It's oh, my soreness is gone. I've been having workout soreness ever since Thursday because of aerial class. It's finally gone. Yeah, I mean, that problem only grows even worse as you know more languages. Like I switch on the regular between Swedish, English, sign language, and Spanish. Ask question. I like asking questions in Spanish, but like when I really want to make a point, I like adding in sign language because I just feel it feels so much better. I don't completely understand what you're meaning, really. Yeah, I mean, I got lucky. I moved away from here to study to be a sign language interpreter, which I concluded was not my thing. But I learned sign language through there because I studied there full time for a year, and like half of the staff were deaf. So we got a lot of practice because you either had to use sign language or basically you were screwed. So you learned. You learned. And I also learned some ASL because it is quite common in like for youths to be using ASL. Aha, it's a game thing. That makes sense. Why I have no idea. Mm. It's really interesting because we had two subjects that I really really loved that I wish I could continue reading even now that I'm back home. Unfortunately, I can't. But they were deaf studies, which were basically about deaf culture and history and everything. It was really interesting. And we had a coda teacher, so basically, so we could get all of our points in questions across, and we could ask her anything because some things are very sensitive in the deaf community. Like for example, cochlea implants. You can just talk to that about with anyone. So having a hearing teacher and really being able to make our points come across in our first language was really such an amazing thing. And then also interpreting studies was really really good as well. Hi John. Hi Josh. Hope you're both doing all right. And like interpreting studies where we learned our first year was focused a lot on deaf blindness. So we got to learn a bit about like how we were to guide a person with combined hearing loss and vision loss, how we were to sign to them and everything, like also rules like don't leave them in an open room. And I mean, it feels kind of obvious now, but it doesn't, it isn't really. Oh, nice. You get to listen to my raspy voice. Thank you, Josh. Ah, Labor Day. I've heard about that. I know it's an American holiday. I have no idea what is being celebrated or why it's a thing. So, Rudy, if you would like to tell me, I'm very curious because I hear it all the time. Oh, I hope the visit goes well. Fire. Ah. Yeah, right. You don't get many days off. Here you're entitled to a total of, I think it's 3 weeks off a year. Some take it, some don't. Like my dad basically never takes time off, but you're entitled to them, and that includes like holidays. So thank Joel. Thank, thank you, Joel. Let's see. It's nice to get one day off at least. Well, once you do that, use that well. Take a 5-year trip, backpacking trip to Asia or something. Um, Jam medicine. No, I don't think so. Oh, yeah, I feel you on that, John. I've basically been working 12-hour days the entire week. Oh, hey, Phil. Can be sick together. Yeah, I'm probably going to heat up some tea later. I just want to make as much progress on this as possible before the berries go rotten. Yeah. Ooh, nice. I'm lucky I don't have a fever today. I think I had one yesterday because I was laying under the blanket and I just couldn't get warm. We were actually at the ER with my dad yesterday, Saturday, because we were at the bathhouse and he was jumping and he ruptured his eardrum. And of course, since it was the weekend, you couldn't get a normal time, so we had to go there. So he got some antibiotics that he has to squirt into his ear twice a day. I'm cleaning up berries for making lingonberry jam. But it's so slow because I have to make sure there are no stems or leaves or anything. So it goes a lot slower than when I was cleaning up blueberries. And he said it's really creepy because when you're out walking, the wind like blows into your ear. It's a really strange feeling, apparently. I feel lucky I haven't ever done that. Funny thing was, since my mom works as a cleaner at the hospital, uh, but she works in the pool, which means that she basically works everywhere in the hospital whenever someone is sick or out. Um, so she was actually working at the ER with transport that day. So that was kind of fun. So she came up and gave us a coffee, and she gave me some water and everything while she was waiting for more to do. Oh, yeah, I can imagine. Lucky we don't have a trip booked. We basically had no summer here. It's just been raining, 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 raining all summer. Um, so we've been talking like, oh, it'd be so nice to go on a trip right about now. But no. And I can't because my schedule, maybe sometime in the future. Ooh, I'd love to. In but north up in Sweden, they are having a lot of problem with rain because basically they had a 50-year rain coming in this week. So like in some people's basement, it went up like 45 centimeters in in their houses, and it's been causing a lot of damage. I can't. I'm working. Con with my job says I can't go on vacation during the dance season because I have classes every week and I teach. Musical ballet. Oh, I teach 6 classes a week and then I take 3 more. So I can't just go away. I'll have to wait until the between seasons. Ooh, that doesn't sound fun. I hope you get some rain soon. I always have to count. As long as it's like not 3 classes, I have to count. And now all the leaves are coming down as well. It's kind of sad. They started turning yellow a few weeks ago. And I was just like, it's not even September. Come on. So now it's officially autumn. Jeez, Rudy, what are you doing awake? I get you're free tomorrow, but Jesus. That reminds me, I commented on a video. It was basically like showing off the most beautiful mosques around the world. I'm really interested in like different holy buildings. It's or religious buildings. I find it really cool because they're built so beautifully. Um, and like I commented that we don't have a lot of them here, but me and my dad like to go on little adventures where we just drive out in the middle of nowhere, and usually we'll like find churches from between the 1300s and the 1100s. So that's really cool. And I accidentally misspelled one word because hi, English is not my first language. And it turned into a spelling/grammar war, which then turned into people fighting over which religion was right. And I was just sitting there like, how did this happen? Take care, fire. There are a lot of Russian ones here. Yeah, bad. Good. I'm quiet right now because I have no idea what to say. Yeah. Mm. Not really. Seen some foxes while driving, some deer. Not really any interesting animals. Saw moose the other day. Well, actually, I was at this local park that have a few. One there. Oh, just a minute. No, none. And I'm very glad to not have seen any. Moose are like, mm. It's so strange too. Like they can be the calmest thing ever, and if they are in the bad mood, you put your car in reverse and pray. Because those things are gigantic. Yeah, I was at this local animal park. Basically, has like 6 bigger enclosures that they switch their animals around. So they had some donkeys, some goats, some deer, and alpacas. So those are really cute. The goats and donkeys are really, really cuddly. They come up to the fence and want to scratch us. First time we were there, my dad was like, "Yo, I saw the ugliest animal ever," and he showed me it, and I was just like, "It's an alpaca. They're so cute." They also had some chickens and 3 peacock. They're called peacocks, right? Um, the males are blue with like the fancy tails that go whoo. I mean, valid description. Yeah, about these moose. My mom came home really late once. Back then, we lived in the cottage where my grandparents, now my grandpa lives, and she was going to sit down on the porch and have a cigarette, and she felt something blow in her face, so she looked up, and there was a gigantic moose just staring at her. She was sitting there like, because again, if they are in a bad mood, they are really, really bad. But yeah, he was probably just confused and curious. He didn't do anything. Yeah, something like that. gonna do a bit more, and then I am going to make some breakfast. Well, apparently not. He's doing all right. I got a bit impulsive and wanted to try and teach him some new tricks yesterday. So we did that until he got bored and laid down and was like, just give me the treats already. But yeah, we're gonna get there. I'm gonna continue with him tomorrow, or like today. So like when you take your driver's license, you learn that like any animal smaller than a deer, don't try and like drive around it because that might end worse because you tried to drive around it. Yeah, my dog is spoiled. He's spoiled and lazy. Then when it comes to deer, it's like 50-50. The thing is that animals in that size, they might as well run in the other direction. And moose is the one like avoid at all cost. If that means you have to drive into a tree, you drive into that tree because the moose is so much worse. Yeah, and that's why I say if you live close to a road and you have a cat, keep a leash on your cat. I mean, if you live out in the middle of nowhere, okay. But if you live close to a road, why would you give it the opportunity to just walk there? Because it will feel like such a heartbreak to like lose a cat or something like that. So I would just teach it to walk by a leash. We have a few here that do that. Anyways, I am going to yeah. Anyways, I am going to go now and make some breakfast and possibly record a video. And I will see you some other day. Take care.